talk to. You're all over the place and you have to be right. Congratulations. You may look great. But what happens when that 25-inch waist and that ass drops at 50 or 60?
Not going to.
Great. Good luck with that.
I'll be good luck.
Bye-bye.
What's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Friday. You know, been feeling down since last night because of this, what I'm about to talk about. First, I want to say, I ain't even gonna say what I would normally say, but R.I.P. to Kevin Samuels, and prayers is going out to his family. I don't think he had any kids. I never heard anything about him having kids, but prayers go out to his family. He passed away last night at 56. They're saying due to a cardiac arrest, heart attack. And you know, a lot of rumors was coming out, and I was like, "Whoa, this can't be right. This ain't true." But it's true, you know, because I watched a guy who apparently knew him real well kind of speak. And for me, he confirmed it, you know. But, so, yeah, R.I.P. to Kev. I hope they family keep his content up, keep it going. Matter of fact, let us run his content numbers up like we do a lot of these rappers who, some of them ain't worth a damn. And we run their numbers up and help feed their family, even though they don't get the right portions of it because these media conglomerates take a large chunk of it. But let's run his views up like we do them for support, so that bag can go to his family. Now, for those who don't know who Kevin Samuels is or was, he was I guess you can call him a relationship guru, a counselor or whatever. And basically on his show, women would call in and ask how can they get a certain type of man. And a lot of it was a high value man, which he coined that phrase, a high value man. He's the only person I ever heard call it that. And you know, since I started watching him, like back last year sometime when I caught on to him. And women would call in, ask how can they get a high value man. Just tell their stories. Some women would already been married, got divorced, and then he runs a check on them, you know, runs a background, like, you know, why did you get divorced, what was this and that. And some of the stuff was just, I hope these women actually go back and listen to themselves on that, because a lot of them just crazy. The shit they would do. Women would be married, get tired of relationship, get divorced because they just, I guess life wasn't sparked for them. All types of crazy stuff. You just have to watch it when you listen to it. But there's a lot of women who, they didn't like his delivery. You know, some stuff he'd be tough. He would be honestly brutal and say it like it is. Wasn't trying to hold your feelings, wasn't trying to none of that. And women didn't like that. And a lot of women don't like that, period. They don't. My wife don't even like that. When I be honest and brutal, it's like I just killed her whole world. But you can't knock a lot of the stuff he was saying and trying to tell these women. Especially the women who really want a high value man, a six figure man. 6 figure and above, basically. And they pretty much thought they was the world, they was worth this and that and all of that, but that's not always the case. Some of them what? After you hear how them talk, I'm like, ain't nobody gonna want to deal with that. Ain't nobody gonna want to deal with you and how you is. You fucking crazy. Not no real man. And even the high value man, he got options. He can pick and choose and keep it pushing. And a lot of them didn't seem to understand that. But, you know, since his passing, you know, I haven't seen a lot of it on any of his pages. I went to look and see comments of what people were saying. But I was hearing that, you know, people was like, some people were like glad and happy he passed. I'm like, wow. This is crazy. This ain't a man who was out there murdering, killing nobody, harming people. Women would call in and ask for his guidance, and he'd give it to them straight. But all these other women would get mad for him to say what he said because they didn't like his delivery. You may not like what he said, you may not like what his delivery, but just to say you're glad he's gone? Man, what is this world coming to? And I said it before. It's crazy. Everybody just for themselves, care for themselves. Everybody's feelings and emotions is just, you know, this whole COVID thing. You know what? I'm starting to think I need to do a test. I hate to bring this into this what I'm talking about, but I need to do a check on how many of these people that I done seen wig out, going crazy, doing crazy stuff. How many of y'all done actually took that shot? I think that shit altering you. How many of y'all have actually took that shot and just wilding the fuck out? And how many people have took that shot just mysteriously passing away? And it's big people you think this good and healthy. But yeah, so I'm not gonna keep much here today, you know, because that got me that kind of down and thinking about death, life after. Because we're getting older, you ain't getting younger. And you know, here a lot lately, the older I've got, especially with COVID and everything going on, if you ain't been thinking about death, I know they say you shouldn't think about it, just keep living your life. Yeah, you try to your best, but when you keep seeing death just happens all around you, if you don't start thinking about yourself and how you live in your life, then something's wrong. Because I'm like, man, 56? Just got me thinking, looking at life way a lot different. Like, man, your time is getting shorter and shorter. So your time is valuable. So what you gonna do with your time while you here? Are you gonna do something that's gonna help people's lives, change people's lives? Are you just gonna live in peace? Are you just gonna be selfish? Or what? Are you just gonna be stuck in turmoil while you here? You know, we've been losing people left and right. Left and right. You know what? We could have lost Dave the other night. Dave Chappelle. I was gonna do a video on it, but I didn't. But now that I think about it, as more details come back out, like, you know, they saying the guy got in with a plastic fake gun, but it had like a knife attached to it. Had you thinking, like, man, what if he would have poked Dave? What if he would have got up on Dave and actually poked him a couple times? Then maybe Dave Chappelle could have been gone. So it's a lot of things going on in this world. A lot of us don't understand. It's God's plan, His works. We'll never understand. So I don't know, y'all think about y'all life right now. Especially y'all people who on there wishing or glad somebody died who ain't been out here harming, hurting people, killing people, ain't been doing nothing wicked, and y'all wishing death on them. What about you? That's all I want to say, man. Mr. Most out.